afternoon, South Africa, and a very happy Women's Day to all of you wonderful enigmas out there.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a very special day.
Happy Women's Day, and I hope you're spoiling all the beautiful women in your life. How's your Women's Day been so far?
Well, it started off this morning with this guy on Facebook who commented, International Women's Day, isn't that on April the 1st? And I literally just blocked him as a friend. I actually should have screenshotted it and then allowed all my Twitter followers to troll him.
To have him.
But no, instead I just blocked him as a friend. What an idiot.
Well, my Women's Day started off with a high tea at the President Hotel. They treated me to a spa thing, and I'm going to go over there and spend a night away from all the hustle and bustle of my life.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? The only time a woman in this world is helpless is when her nail polish is drying.
Speaking of which, today on the show, we catch up with the Revlon Love Squad as they give us their makeup tips and their love tips and what it feels like to be in love. And I catch up with finance expert Tim Akanusi from Nedbank, who tells us a bit about what it's like to buy a home and what you should be thinking about when you're buying your first home. And we also asked you a question, which is quite apt for Women's Day. We asked you, do you consider yourself a feminist and why? Tweet us at Afternoon Chat, #Afternoon Express, or call us on 083 913 3728.
Well, I don't know if I'm a feminist, but I certainly feel very fabulous today. In fact, today we're going to be chatting to 4 of the 7 incredible women from Fed Up to Fabulous. They're going to be in our loft. They're all internationally successful businesswomen, and they are amazing. I can't wait to chat to them. Now, yesterday we announced that after Joburg showed us their burger-making skills earlier in the year, it's now Cape Town's turn to rock out. So you can experience an exclusive burger-making masterclass with Hellmann's, and our very own Clem Pedro and Danilo will be there as well. To enter, all you need to do is log onto our Facebook page, find the daily Hellmann's post, and tell us what's your signature dish featuring the world's best mayonnaise, Hellmann's. Competition is only available to viewers living in the Cape Town area. T's and C's do apply. Then in the kitchen, we are certainly getting sweet. How are you, my darling?
Well, and yourself, happy Women's Day.
Thank you. Happy Women's Day to you. You always do look so fiercely, fabulously feminine.
I try.
So love having you on the show today. What are we making? I'm seeing a lot of pink and a lot of those, what are they called?
Sprinkles, hundreds and thousands. Yes.
Perfect.
So today on the show, we're making pig's ears, which a lot of people also call elephant ears or palm ears. They're basically the most delicious, crunchy little biscuit that's kind of got layers of puff pastry. And we're going to do it pink today for Women's Day.
Amazing.
And also because pink is fabulous.
Okay, yeah, totally. So should we get started?
Yes. So right over here, we have 1 sheet of puff pastry that's been thawing. You don't want it super warm, just kind of chilled. And here we have our Selati sugar. We're going to use caster sugar today, which we've dyed pink. And that's really easy to do. Just throw it in a food processor with some pink dye, blitz it up.
Even liquid dye?
Even liquid dye.
That won't make it all mushy?
It won't. It just disperses just enough. And don't put a lot of this. Maybe like 2 drops. You're all good with that.
Okay.
And then what
That's
we've
amazing.
done... Yes. And right here we have delicious spices. So if you just give that a whiff, we're going to spice ours with some cardamom and cinnamon.
Cinnamon in there and cardamom.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So we'd mix those all together. But
all
we're
of
going
that?
to... Can put that right in there. And you can give that a little mix,
There
Jeannie.
you go.
I've got some ready-made one right here, so I'm going to get to that. Well, you want it to have a nice, cool kind of surface, so stone
So this
is really great.
with the food colouring is that?
It comes out pink.
Okay, amazing. There you go.
Already. And then you can kind of get messy right now. Is just make sure your hands are clean.
Yeah. Wash them before the show.
Exactly.
Promise.
Now, we can just sprinkle about half a cup all over our work surface and get it kind of everywhere.
Let's just sprinkle pink everywhere today.
You can just kind of get messy and enjoy. Kind of fairy dust. Make a wish. And then we're going to take our... There we go. We're going to take our puff pastry and just lie it flat. Yeah. And then we're going to give another good sprinkle and make another wish. And what's really nice about this is you can make your own puff pastry and go there if you want to, because it's really a mission, but it's such a wonderful process. I mean, it's quite treacherous. Well, good job, Jeannie. So
thank you.
That's perfect. We're going to give it a quick roll just to kind of get it set in there. But if you don't want to make your own puff pastry, it's really easy to just go out and buy. I would recommend an all butter kind so that you know you got all the good stuff. Now, how I'm folding this is just find your center line, go right in the middle, do a second fold, and then the very last one, again, one more fold, and that's essentially your pig's ear. If you look at it from the side, it looks like a little heart.
Okay.
You can roll that up and chill it for 10 minutes, which is what we actually would want to do at this point. Because we're kind of short on time, we have one rolled out here, but I'm going to quickly grab a knife and just go right ahead and show you that, you know, you can cut it about 1 centimeter or 1.5 centimeters. The thinner you do it, the kind of crispier it gets. Obviously, if these were a little bit more cooled, you'd be able to get a nice, strong shape there.
Yeah. That looks great, though. Definitely looks like a pig's ear.
It definitely
And
does.
pig's tail.
Exactly. And I feel very, very lucky to be baking here today because, as I said, it's Women's Day and, you know, all of our foremothers emancipate everyone from the kitchen and now we're all going, well, now we have the choice. Do we want to be in the kitchen? Do we not? And that's a beautiful thing. So what we're going to do with these is take them one step further. Once you've got those as is, place them on a baking tray with a bit of space for expansion. Yeah. Bake them at 200 degrees for about 15 minutes and flip them halfway so they get crispy on both sides.
Yeah.
Then we've just melted some white chocolate, to which we're going to add tiny little bit of food coloring. This is very potent. It's food coloring gel, so you don't have to put too much in, just a tiny little squidgle.
What do they even put in food coloring? I mean, to make coloring edible.
Yes, exactly.
That's quite intense.
I'm going to use this one.
Okay, yeah.
And we're just making a tiny little amount of coloring here to get it.
I would offer my help, but I don't know if you'd like it.
We might end up with this completely red, so I'm just doing it so tentatively. There we go. Okay. Just a tiny little bit.
Is that how strong that stuff is?
It is so strong. It's fantastic. I always wonder what it would do to, like, if ever I ran out of hair dye, you're just kind of able to. I kind of like a nice light pink. I'd rather start off slowly and add a little bit more dye every time you go because you don't want it too strong. And when this is ready, what we're going to do is just dip a little edge of each pink pig's ear inside here and then sprinkle it up with the hundreds and thousands. It's a tiny little extra touch. You don't have to do it. If you have time on your hands, it's a nice thing to do.
Let's see.
Give that a little stir.
Oh, wow. I mean, the smell of cooking white chocolate is just delicious.
So right here we have our finished product as they've come out the oven at 200 degrees for 50 minutes each. And you can see they're kind of puffed up. They're really happy. They look like a butterfly or a heart or something really that just brings joy to your day.
Yeah. I'm totally licking this bowl.
So what we're going to do, you might want it a slightly runnier consistency, but we're just going to go right ahead and dip that in about halfway.
Oh. Amazing.
Put it on a drying rack. You can do either side. You can do the top or bottom. I mean, you can't have too much chocolate ever.
I know. How's that?
Good job. That's perfect.
And I couldn't help but notice, but there's kind of a tiara in my periphery.
It's a crown. So I brought this. It's a special little present for Eugenie because it's our first time baking together.
Wow.
And I thought that I would crown you the pastry queen of the kitchen at the loft today.
Oh my goodness.
What would you like for the world?
Well, you know that this is going to be Instagrammed and Snapchatted like for the rest of the day.
Fantastic.
Not taking it off today because today's Women's Day and I'm at work.
And you're a queen, as we all are.
Okay, and I'm making pig's ears, baby pink pig's ears. I mean, what a time to be alive.
So here we have it. It's almost done. We're just going to sprinkle these, and how fun and cute is that?
No, this is amazing. And of course, because today's Women's Day, these have got no calories in them, by the way.
Absolutely.
Can eat them all damn day.
I mean, it also helps. Perfect. And these really make a lovely treat if you kind of want to make them in advance for someone. If you're buying your pastry, they literally take you 20 minutes. I mean, including baking time. Oh, without chilling time, of course.
Alice, you are amazing. Thank you so much. That is fantastic. Remember, you can bake along with us and make these gorgeous little pig's ears. All you need to do is visit our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Right now, though, let's cross over to Bonnie.
Lots of fun in that kitchen. What a time to be alive indeed. I love that crown, Jeannie. We will return after the break. We catch up with Tim Akanusi, who chats to us about the hidden costs in home ownership, and we meet some women, fabulous women, who went from fed up to fabulous. Stay with us.